Okay, that was a very quick daily challenge, so let's do some Covenant 25 runs now. We'll start with random. Let's see if we can extend our win streak from last stream. We do have Stygian main with Awoken subclan, Titan's Gratitude, Unnamed Tome, and Sharpen as our starting cards. Relics, Sketches of Salvation. These are a bit less exciting clans for sketches. And Petrify Crucible, which, well, it does have some synergy with our Sharpens at the very least. Sketches is basically steward removal. That's true for the first few battles at the very least. And Stygian does have Sap Totem and Armor Totem to make all units on that floor survive. We can build an amazing Incant floor with this. The only problem is that the Tethys will likely not be on this floor. But let's try anyways. I will go with the spell cost reduction Tethys. We can put it on the floor above our sketches floor. So, Mark of Invasion. At the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. We already have a good way to deal with them with sketches. Just find the event that can give you a consumer of crowns and sketches will be fine. Well, Tethys isn't safe on the top floor. I do want to save some pyre damage here, more than I want to save my stewards. And we will heal up Tethys. I am probably gonna have a hard time with this first combat, just because of the steward removal from sketches. So I guess we'll have to focus on this floor. Nothing really to kill this collector with. So I guess it's just a restore. We can't save Tethys, sadly. Let's silence the collector. I think he doesn't give any gold when silenced. After all, his resolve trigger stops working. Titan's Gratitude kills the front line, so our train steward survived. Now we just need to win the boss fight with just train stewards. And Titan's Gratitude. We didn't get, only one COC showed up, so turn 3 it is. Ah, that sucks. Another point of region, he will go down to 3. No, the second point of region doesn't matter. So we will sharpen on the back line and throw out the frozen land. Okay, I should not have silenced this guy because now he's in the way of our damaged belt. Sure, we will survive. It's not pretty, but probably that trial wasn't worth it. Flash Freeze, Energy Siphon, Offering Token. We already have Titan's Gratitude for this card, but that's not very reliable. Energy Siphon is pretty decent early on with the Titan's Gratitudes. Flash Freeze is also quite a chunk of damage. Let's go with Flash Freeze. I think it's a bit better. Razor Sharp Edge, Wildwood Tome, Glimmer. I doubt we will be going for regen as our defensive mechanic, but I really like a Razor Sharp Edge. to boost the damage of our unit a bit. Glimmer wouldn't have been terrible either. I really want better units to make use of the sketches. We do have a Nameless Siren. That's definitely interesting. Let's go for that for now. Quick can be a good way of dealing with sketches floors not being in the order you want. So let's get a quick Nameless Siren. She's pretty good at dealing with frontline units anyway. I would like to give her an upgrade, a defensive one, but I think now that she's our main damage source, we need to keep the slot open for a potential multi-strike. On the next floor maybe? Unit draft, I definitely want that. Armor 10 is a bit annoying, but these units aren't gonna deal much damage. They are 2 and 1 damage units mostly. Didn't get our Siren, but that's okay. We'll just play her on the... probably should have gone for the top floor actually. Well, this has the benefit that we might be able to kill these reconcilers a bit faster. Frostbite 8 is not quite enough to kill him right away. I think we need to focus on the Forge Disciple instead. So if we manage to kill the boss on the bottom floor, which might be possible, we won't need... we don't care about this guy surviving. Let's see if we can do that. Silence doesn't do much, but it gives us more rage. Sharpen on the front line here. We're taking too much damage to the spikes and these backliners. This guy will make it to the top floor anyways. Nothing we can do about that. So we'll just optimize our damage on the bottom floor. Restore is gonna be a bit of extra damage. No, because of the backliners. Frozen Land, Titan's Gratitude. Double Titan's Gratitude plus Frozen Lands is not enough to kill. Yep, missing 1 damage. But we will survive, so... The only Pyre HP that matters is the last one after all. Crypt Builder. Yeah, that's a good way of dealing with a frontline unit. Preserve Thorn, very nice. And Lodestone Totem, that's gonna provide our defense. Now we need to get these Trained Stewards out of here. At least 2 of them. Pyre health is looking very juicy right now. Unit upgrades too. But I would like another unit. But we can potentially dupe the Siren later on, after she's upgraded. Not too excited about these. Let's reroll. I was really hoping for multi-strike here. Let's see. We do have an Unstable Vortex next floor. We can use this to get rid of our Trained Stewards. Currently it's... Merchant of Steel. There's not gonna be a Merchant of Steel for so long. I will upgrade my Siren here. And I will also remove a Train Steward to maximize our chance of getting both Incant units on the same floor. Let's see what we get here. Oh. Well, considering we are gonna set up our floor with the Sketches of Salvation, and we play a Stygian with a lot of damage spell, I think Frozen Nostalgia is definitely the way to go here. This might honestly save us from dying to Daedalus right now. We do have damage shield bombs. This will be a bit of a pain to deal with, especially because our defense is sap, which won't stop these bombs. We did get both of our Incant units on the same floor, so that's nice at the very least. Thinking about what to sharpen. Do the spikes matter to us? Not as much, because we have Zap. I definitely want to hit this guy hard, so he dies. She dies to our Nameless Siren very early on. With a quick. Or even better, we can kill him with a Frozen Lance. Unnamed Tome will be used to silence a bomb on this floor, most likely. Hope we don't discard it. Could have been a lot of damage on Daedalus. I think we need the Incants more. Honestly, I don't care about Tethys. I just care about keeping my middle floor healthy if possible. These things are very good with the Frozen Nostalgia. We can just kill the front line, and I want to silence the bomb. That's too much damage we take otherwise. I'm glad our Siren took the rear place here, otherwise we would have a bit more trouble with this. And the quick is proving very helpful for preventing damage to our unit, as well as of course the sap. Now we just need to cast as many spells as possible. And we get a kill. It was close though. And we would still have another turn to draw into damage spells, so we would probably have been fine anyways. Oh yes, give me an adaptive mutation. That's so good with our Siren. We do have another pretty solid Incant unit. Now the question is, do I want it, or do I rather want to dupe my already upgraded Siren? We do get a Hellwent next turn, but that means we are gonna skip the Unstable Vortex. I think the Unstable Vortex is more important. I will take one more unit, and it looks like we need a bit more energy right now. Draw would be nice, but we currently don't have enough energy to play our cards unless we manage to get Tethys on our Incant floor somehow, which is possible with Restoring Retreat, I guess. Yeah, let's get 1 energy. If we find the restoring retreat, we won't need it as much, but until then it's very good. Grants +1 stack of spikes each time it is applied. Not that impactful. Spikes are definitely not a big part of our damage, so we will use the infused mallet to take out a few units before they become active. And if we remove 2 train stewards here, we are guaranteed all of our incant units on the middle floor at the start. And I will get the cost reduction upgrade for Tethys. Makes it easier to deal with top floor units that manage to get past our Incant floor. Numbers enemy units enter with spikes 4. Is that a problem for us? Might be. We will deal with some of them with spells. I do want the artifact, but that might be a bit too much, especially considering these clipped reflectors. We do have the adaptive mutation though. So I'm pretty confident we can win the boss fight even if some of our units die to the spikes. This is a great ordering of our units. Tethys top floor. I think I want to get the Titan's Gratitude off on the bottom floor, so we can potentially kill this guy before we have to attack him and his spikes. Crypt Builder is enough. Titan's Gratitude and Frozen Lands is not quite enough, so we will go with Crypt Builder. We can't play the Sharpen that way, but that's okay. Preserve Thorns, very nice, very nice. Sharpen goes on the backline, I think. Probably better to use Razor Sharp instead. Definitely casting one of these. We do have double frontline units next turn. I expect to draw 2 of these damage spells, so we would have 39 damage. If we Frozen Lance this guy, 39 damage is enough to kill him. If you put spikes on the front, you don't take damage from attacking. The problem is, these units are not gonna attack us because they will be zapped down to 0 all the time. So it's not gonna help. The spikes are never gonna help us much. We need a bit more damage on this guy and start healing. Oh, our restores also benefit from the nostalgia. I forgot about that. We can silence this guy on the next floor. I will silence him to prevent the incant triggers. We can play the expensive spell on the top floor. Sting definitely. Frozen Lands, and kill one of these guys so we take a bit less damage to spikes. Now we heal up the front line, so she survives for longer. After all, this boss doesn't have spikes, and because I expect to take hits now, I will use spikes on the front line just to kill the Quill Marksman. And I think incant triggers are more important than a few points of damage on the boss. Sure, let's go with Razor Sharp. And this is enough to win. But I'm gonna throw out all the spells anyways, just to save our unit. Same deal, the backline dies to... the backline gets zapped and then dies to Spike the first turn he can attack. Deal 16 damage to a random enemy unit 5 times for 1 mana. That's a very nice spell. We pick another adaptive mutation. Didn't use it this combat, but it's definitely a very strong card with the Rage Siren. Spell upgrade, artifact, coins versus Vortex, health, and artifact shop. We do not have enough coins to buy something from the artifact shop, so I will go to the left side. Prioress Cloak versus Check Strips. Sure, let's take Check Strips. Deals with backline units, means our units take less damage. Holdover. Oh, I like me a holdover. Why not hold over the Ice Storm? And also give it another plus 10 spell damage. Ember Stone can go on Razor Sharp Edge. We want to play that a lot and it's never gonna be discounted. No need to purge the Train Steward yet, and if we reroll we won't be left with much gold, and I don't really need the cost reductions right now, thanks to the energy we picked up. Crystal Cloak, okay. This time only stealth 8, not 16, so we should be able to do this. Armor 15 doesn't really matter much to us. It will disable our check strips, but we do have a lot of damage spells to throw out. I do want these guys gone as fast as possible, and I'm gonna start the rage. It's a bit too early for adaptive mutation. We do have the totem in the front line this time, so we need to pay attention that it doesn't die. And we get the offering for another spellcast trigger. Oh, this is a pretty bad hand right now. We can't get enough power to kill the front line with the quick. I will put the spikes on there, because these backliners are definitely gonna hit our totem. Now we need a Tethys to save this. Is this enough? Should be almost enough. Okay. And definitely want to cast the things on this floor for the Incant at the very least. I could leave it at that and use these spells to deal with the top guy. But honestly, our Tethys taking 2 damage doesn't matter to me right now. Heal up the totem, start buffing up our backline unit some more. Flash freeze this backline, Ice Storm, and just cast some more spells. Ideally without discarding the tome. Now is a good time to adaptive mutation, so I wanna play all the spells we can beforehand. This should guarantee us a win against this guy. We're still a bit off. Not quite there yet, but another Ice Storm should do it. Okay. And this is our final Incant card we want on the middle floor. Actually, there might have been a mistake. Engraft is nice to trigger Incant. With all these SAP units, we don't really need the armor that much. But oh well. Now we don't need to dupe a SAP unit right now. That should be fine. Holdover on another card. Possibly the Engraft. Yeah, I think the Engraft is fine. Also, cost reduce it. So we get free energy every turn. Spell damage upgrade, not really needed. Double stack? No. It's too expensive for what it provides to us. Cost reduction on one of the sharpens. And the magic power can go on Crypt Builder. I do want a final Train Steward on. Do we have a removal here? We do. So I don't need to pay for it. Train Steward can go out, as can one of the restores. We do have more than enough healing with the Frozen Nostalgia. Penance Yard. We are not fighting against Consume Seraph, so we don't need Ember Stasis as much. Pyro Healing would be nice, but we do need the draws. The draw is very important because we do have a lot of energy, we do want a lot of Incant triggers. And the armor might be nice actually from the totem against bosses because we can stack it up. If we zap the enemies every turn, the armor will inevitably stack up. Teth is still not very useful here. Is there anything I need to silence in this combat? There are definitely Incant guys, so we might want to silence these. Preserve Storm, very nice, very nice. Razor Sharp, the Quick Siren. And I guess that's good enough for our first mutation. Mostly because we still have another one in the deck. This guy has Incant, so I want to deal with him first. And then we can start using our spells. Let's give some restore to this front guy. Wasn't quite enough to kill the front line. And because of the Incant, we can't easily kill him before combat, but we can get him down to very low health. This is 33 attack right now. Sure, let's do it. Ice Storm, Engraft, Sharpen. Actually, she's got quick, so she will always kill the front line anyways. An Ice Storm at the top will definitely do the job. Flash Freeze is enough even. Actually, probably should have used Crypt Builder instead, because it's expensive, but we do have the mana to play it, so never mind. We can get some more sap on Fel and some more damage as well. Just get all the incant we can, and this should be an easy victory. Okay. Ooh, I like me an Awoken's Rail Spike. Very juicy indeed. Deep Offering wouldn't be bad, but Rail Spike does the same thing, just much more efficient. And I want more draw. We do have the energy now we want draw. And with the Rail Spike, especially more draw is good, because we draw into the reduced cards more often. I don't care that much about removals. Honestly, I'm kind of happy with the deck as it is. I would remove the restores if I could, but I definitely want some more unit upgrades. Strength Stone, Battle Stone, Speed Stone. Let's get a Battle Stone for our Guardian Totem, just so it's a bit safer at the beginning, and then we will re-roll, hoping for Multi-Strike. We did not get Multi-Strike, but Large Stone on a Siren of the Sea is very nice. Do we have another unit upgrade shop? Forgotten Boons, Hellvent. Yeah, I think I will take that. So we don't need to fill out our slots right now, we can do it in the next space. Honestly, this doesn't really matter much. I will take the -3 cost. Yeah, I'm mostly looking for multi-strike now. Stygian Guard, consumable card. I would like the spell damage, the spell weakness one. Not this one. I guess I would take another large stone if that was offered. Spell shield 2, that's a bit annoying. That's definitely a bit annoying. Not as much of an issue once we have our Ice Storm, but we should be able to deal with it. We do grow quite quickly now. Our Rage Siren is at the front, which I am not particularly excited about. I will need some additional damage on this Gilded Wing, so I will throw out the Frost there. And it's too early for Adaptive. These first few waves are gonna be a bit of a pain to deal with. But after that we should have an easy time. I could silence this guy right here. Not that necessary, I think. I do want the stat buff to go on this guy, on the Siren of the Sea, because she hits the Gilded Wing, while the Nameless Siren is gonna go against that Wild Wings instead. Still want Thumbfall for the front unit. Step up. I guess I might as well throw out the unnamed home. We do grow quick enough that the explosion isn't a problem. At least defensively, we are strong enough. These will go to the top floor, at least they have a bunch of sap on them, so we will not take as much damage as we otherwise would. But it's still quite a bit of damage. And now we do have options. This guy has sap 6, I want to get some damage in on him, but it doesn't need to be a lot. Here I definitely want the spikes on this floor, because they are free. Ice Storm on the top floor, followed by Crypt Builder should be good. Actually, Frozen Lance is good enough. Then we can Frozen Lance and Titan's Gratitude here. Kill the front line and deal a bunch of damage to the Gilded Wing. These guys also have a lot of sap on them, so they are gonna die to the pyre. I do wanna draw some. We need to get rid of a few cards first though. Now we do have the capability to draw 3 cards. I want to play one more first. Let's go with Frozen Land. And then we can draw 3. We drew our stings. Not very helpful. That was a pretty unimpressive rail spike, sadly. But we should be able to win this boss combat easily. I will play the Ice Storm to get rid of the spell shields. Well, if I kept my book for this combat, it would be an easy win. But I didn't. So we do have to try a bit harder here. He does gain attack whenever he takes damage, but he also gains sap whenever I cast a spell. So this is enough. Just barely though. He died on the final hit against our Siren. To the spikes. Permafrost. Yeah, I like a preserve for our mutations. Makes them easier to get out. Wildwood Custodian is nice. I can play it on the top floor behind Tethys to draw some more cards. Oh! I am an idiot. I need to remove this because it interferes with Sketches of Salvation. I totally forgot about that. We do get a multi-strike on our Siren, though. I will remove the Custodian right now before I spend too much gold to do it. Let's see what we have on offer here. And none of these actually help. Cursed Wine is not bad. Forgotten Name, why not? Gain some more spell power. We do cast a lot of spells after all. And then we can spend our gold on some more upgrades here. Make our totems a bit more tanky and remove one of the restores. And we dupe the Awoken's Rail Spike, I would say. Or we could also dupe the Ice Storm. I like Ice Storm better. It's more consistent. The Rail Spike is nice, but it's a little bit random on what we hit. While the Ice Storm is just consistent. 105? 100? I think it's no, it's 26 damage. Yeah, 130 damage. Test his top floor as usual. Use the frozen lens to take out the front guy and start hitting Seraph with all the damage we got. We will need one spell on the top. We'll see which one we use for that. It's probably Crypt Builder, because it's too expensive otherwise. Definitely buff the multi-strike siren. I'm also gonna adaptive mutation her. The sap though. Like it's 21 damage right now, that's pretty good. No, I'm gonna save it for later. We do now have to preserve, so we don't have to take every opportunity we get to play it. I do want one spell on the top floor, a frozen lens probably. Ice Storm goes on this floor. I think I want to preserve out of this hand so I can have the chance to draw some more. With the Rail Spike I will freeze the Ice Storm because we won't play it this turn. And then I will Rail Spike. I don't think there's much to silence, only the Dark Wings, and they're not a problem for us anyways. Yeah, the freeze damage might have been better on the boss, but I don't think it matters all that much in the end. Let's start with Engra. Throw out these Ice Storms. Frozen Land and finish it with Titan. Gratitude. Get a decent amount of damage onto Seraph. Ice Storms on the middle floor because we needed a lot of damage against these Gilded Wings. That's great. Frozen Land top. Sting. And sharpen the multi-striker. Engraft. Edge. Definitely play the Ice Storms here. We do have Flash Freeze for the top. Flash Freeze. And we'll keep the Preserve around. Engraft. Ice Storm. Ice Storm. Finish off this front guy. We could freeze the dead weight here, but I do have enough rage that I will just play the mutations anyway at this point. Okay. We definitely want to cast as many spells as possible now. Both Ice Storms and an Adaptive Mutation. It's gonna get us a lot of health on the Siren. We do have the kill already, but I wanna see how much I can do here. I can save my Guardian Stone. That's nice. The Guardian Stone will appreciate that. Well, as far as a stone is able to appreciate living. 0 damage taken, yes! We did have enough sap. Seraph was totally unable to do anything that fight other than sap my units. Well, I guess serves him right. If he saps my units sap him. Units sap him back. That was an interesting deck. We almost died at the beginning, but we managed to turn it around and get a pretty nice Catches of Salvation deck. This Frozen Nostalgia was unbelievably powerful. Yeah, 40k score is definitely nice on Covenant 25. We did take all the challenges. We did take a bit of damage early on, but yeah, pretty strong deck here.